welcome to another broadcast of Jerusalem's Gate. I'm so glad you tuned in. I got some real fresh information for you. Very important too. India just signed a contract with Russia to buy the S-400 defense systems. Now, why is this important? The importance is that when United States manufacturers sell defense weapons to other countries, it generates our economy, because the salary for the average factory worker, when they get paid, they pay their mortgage, pay car notes, buy clothes, go out to eat, and that's what fuels our economy. And whenever you have these major defense contractors, which seems to be more and more going to Russia to buy the systems, that takes food off the table of the average factory worker here in the United States. Now, I live in a heavy defense contracting area, and whenever defense spending is lowered or foreign contracts are lowered, you see more house repossessions, you see more car repossessions, and so on and so forth, and it kind of brings the economy down. But here's a video that's coming up. It's from RT, and I hope you like it. God bless you. We're praying for all y'all in the name of Jesus Christ.
Straight to the Indian capital, where the Prime Minister there, Narendra Modi, and Russia's President Vladimir Putin have signed a contract for the delivery of the S-400 air defense systems, with New Delhi ultimately defying threats of possible sanctions from Washington. Let's cross live to the Indian capital now. RT's Igor Zhdanov joining us here on the program. Igor, one aspect of the meeting that was not only evident but also remarked upon several times by both leaders was their mutual respect and close friendship. What other highlights of the meeting have we also heard about?
Well, Rory, in fact, Vladimir Putin and his Indian counterpart are indeed right now right here, and they're expected to pass right behind me. Well, any minute now. They're following their program, but right now everything they're doing is sort of on a lighter note, on a lighter side of things, and if I may say so, because they've arrived here after signing a batch of documents. And well, if I were to list you all areas of cooperation and all aspects that Russia and India have discussed today, well, really, it would take too much of your and my time, really. But the biggest thing is India purchasing the S-400 anti-missile defense system. It's not just about buying Russian weapons and India expanding its defensive capabilities. It's India giving a political statement. It's India making a very bold geopolitical move, because it's not just regional rivals who may be on edge right now because of the acquisition. It's also the United States, because Washington has a problem every time anybody looks to buy or indeed buys Russian weapons. For example, last time when China did that, bought the same anti-missile defense system and some fighter jets to go with it, they were slammed with sanctions. Washington imposed sanctions on them, which, well, caused fury in Beijing. Now India is doing the same, and it's doing in defiance of the previous warnings it has already heard from Washington. The Pentagon, one of the generals, has said that the option of sanctions is indeed on the table, and that, well, if India follows through with the purchase, then it'll be up to the US president to decide whether or not to impose penalties. So now they've done it, and so it is, interestingly, it's Russia and China, of course, Russia and India doing business. But really, it's fair to say that the ball is now in America's court.
All right, RT's Igor Zhdanov, they're live in New Delhi. Thank you.